Welcome back to Spirals Stories. In this video we are going to understand Class 10th Employability Skills Unit 1, Communication Skills. Communication helps people to know each other better. It helps in removing misunderstanding and certain meaning clarity of thought. Communication in any form, written, oral, formal, informal, visual, interpersonal, intrapersonal, help in educating people and connecting them better. Session 1, Methods of Communication. The word communication comes from the Latin word communicare, meaning to share. Communication skills. Communication has three important parts. 1. Transmitting. The sender transmits the message through one medium or another. 2. Listening. The receiver listens or understands the message. 3. Feedback. The receiver conveys their understanding of the message to the sender in the form of feedback to complete the communication cycle. Session 2, Verbal Communication. Verbal communication includes sounds, words, language, and speech. Speaking is one of the most effective and commonly used ways of communicating. It helps in expressing our emotions in words. By improving your verbal communication skills, you will build rapport and have a better connection. Advantages of verbal communication. 1. It is an easy mode of communication in which you can exchange ideas by saying what you want and get a quick response. 2. It enables you to keep changing your interaction as per the other person's response. Disadvantages of verbal communication. 1. Since verbal communication depends on written or spoken words, sometimes the meanings can be confusing and difficult to understand if the right words are not used. Session 3, Non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is the expression or exchange of information or messages without using any spoken or written word. In other words, we send signals and messages to others through expressions, gestures, postures, touch, space, eye contact, and paralanguage. Session 4, Communication Cycle and Feedback. Communication is one of the most vital elements of society. People need people, and to interact, it's essential they be able to convey messages and understand each other. The communication cycle expresses how the system of conveying and understanding messages operates. Sender, the person or entity originating the communication. Message, the information that the sender wishes to convey. Encoding, how the sender chooses to bring the message into a form appropriate for sending. Channel, the means by which the message is sent. Receiver, the person or entity to whom the message is sent. Decoding, how the receiver interprets and understands the message. Feedback, the receiver's response to the message. In the communication process, one person is a sender who conveys a message to another person or a group of persons known as the receiver. When the receiver gets the message, he acknowledges it and sends back a response. This leads to a cycle process known as the communication cycle. The cycle describes how ideas, impressions, or feelings are made known to others. The communication cycle includes resources such as email threads, social media outlets, and VoIP message outlets. Feedback in communication. The term feedback is taken from cybernetics, a branch of engineering concerned with self-regulating systems. The observation of the receiver's response is called feedback. In other words, the part of the receiver's response communicated back to the sender is called feedback. Actually, it is the amount of response of the receiver that reaches the sender. It enables the sender to evaluate the effectiveness of the message. In the communication process, feedback refers to a response from the receiver that gives the communicator an idea of how the message is being received and whether it needs to be modified. Feedback ensures that the message has been successfully conveyed and the communication is effectively successful. Feedback is important in communication because it enables the sender to evaluate the effectiveness of the message. Without feedback, the communication process would be incomplete. Importance of feedback in communication. 1. It completes the whole process of communication and makes it continuous. 2. It sustains the communication process. 3. It makes one know if one is really communicating or making sense. 4. It is a basis for measuring the effectiveness of communication. 5. It is a good basis for planning what next to be done, especially statistical reports. 6. Communication will be useless without feedback. 7. Feedback paves the way for new idea generation. 8. It is a process of effective listening. 9. It serves as a basis for problem solving. 10. It can motivate. 11. It can improve performance. Types of feedback. Feedback can be of various forms and types. Let us discuss different types of feedback used in communication. 1. Formal and informal feedback. 2. Descriptive and non-descriptive feedback. 3. Specific and non-specific feedback. 1. Formal and informal feedback examples. 1. Formal feedback follows a preset format or structure. 1. It covers predefined points and has a specific blueprint. 1. It takes time to construct and is not instant. Congratulations on scoring an A grade in your final test performance. You are promoted to your next class. Please accept my apologies. Examples. 2. Informal feedback is spontaneous, and does not follow a structured format. 2. It is conveyed immediately. Good job. Congratulations. Sorry. 2. Descriptive and non-descriptive feedback examples. 1. Descriptive feedback provides meaningful information in a detailed, expressive manner that includes some analysis or suggestions. All paragraphs should cover one basic idea. Only one paragraph followed this rule, while others conveyed multiple ideas and lacked cohesive links. In your article, the conclusion did not reiterate your observations and did not support the evidence you discussed. You need to rewrite the conclusion accordingly. Examples. 2. Non-descriptive feedback provides specific information but lacks detailed descriptions. I only liked your second paragraph. Others need improvement. In your article, the conclusion needs rework. 3. Specific and non-specific feedback. 1. Specific feedback focuses on a particular aspect without giving a general overview. Examples: I like the way you described your grandfather's character. It makes me feel like I know him. I like your portrayal of sibling rivalry, especially the part where you and your sister were fighting. It made the story relatable. 2. Non-specific feedback gives a general overview without focusing on specific aspects. Examples: I like your story. It is good. I like your topic of sibling rivalry. Session 5, Barriers to Effective Communication. Effective communication. Effective communication is a two-way process where both parties have the right and convenience to express their messages, opinions, facts, and other information. Principles of effective communication: clarity, the message should be in easily understandable language. Attention, the receiver should be fully attentive. Consistency, communication should align with the planned objective. Adequacy, the information should be complete. Timeliness, the message should be conveyed at the proper time. Feedback, confirmation from the recipient is necessary. Economy, the communication should be cost-effective. 7 Cs of effective communication. 1. Clear, be clear about what you are saying. 2. Concise, use simple words and avoid unnecessary details. 3. Concrete, base arguments on solid facts and reliable data. 4. Correct, use correct grammar and factual information. 5. Coherent, ensure your words make sense and relate to the main topic. 6. Complete, include all necessary information. 7. Courteous, be respectful, honest, and friendly. Barriers to communication. 1. Linguistic barrier, language differences create obstacles. 2. Physical barrier, noisy environments can hinder communication. 3. Cultural barrier, different cultural norms may affect communication. 4. Interpersonal barrier, personal misunderstandings impact interactions. 5. Organizational barrier, lack of role clarity affects communication. Measures to overcome barriers. 1. Use appropriate language. 2. Ensure distraction-free environment. 3. Be culturally aware. 4. Improve interpersonal communication skills. 5. Clarify roles within organizations. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to Spirals Stories for more videos. See you in the next one.